Ladies and gentlemen, in case you're wondering why we don't cover the indies that much, that's why.
Left, came back, now he's with the ball. So you're looking at that. You're looking at Young Bucks have the titles. With the titles, you got no tag teams. The six-man title's irrelevant. Bubba Dudley comes out of retirement, manages to align with rednecks from Delaware, New York, Delaware. Okay, that's fine. So they're not doing anything. The Kingdom's the only tag team that can go up against them. The Kingdom's not even doing anything. They're already gone. You have Maria and Mike Bennett. They're out, free contracts, and they might show back up in ROH. You get nothing in PWG right now because Zack Sabre is touring over in UK, which he just had the Rev Pro. So Rev Pro just happened last night. The Elite were there, so they sold millions of merchandise. Zack Sabre defends title against some Japanese guy who I can't pronounce, retains his title. Besides that, there was nothing else on there. TNA's putting out a pay-per-view. Not wanting to watch unless, like, Jeff Jarrett hits somebody with a guitar. And Vince Russo dies in the aftermath of everything that's terrible in wrestling. We can also put in David Arquette. David Arquette, that happened. So you got nothing else going on that. New York Wrestling Connection, Bull Dempsey, Bull James, Bullfit is the champ. Stockade's supposed to be leaving. There's talk of him coming in. They're going to use him as another Sanity member, but that's not going to happen because you're already at full. Besides that, there's really nothing going on. So you got what? Alberto El Patron has the title, doesn't have the title, gets back title.
Gives back title.
Lashley now has the
title. Shows up in background of video.
Right. Then now you have Lashley has the title. Matt Morgan and his genetic DNA that's in outer space show back up. Hasn't been around for as long as Jeff Jarrett's been gone. Magnus manages to return to TV. Good thing. Not WWE. Bad thing. Who else showed up? I don't even remember. I just remember they did the...
showed back up.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's irrelevant.
I just...
Chris Masters. Let's cover Chris Masters for 2 minutes. Look at me. I'm huge. Okay, wait. I got steroids. Sorry, can't do that anymore. I leave. I come back wellness. Cannot make the Master Lock look good anymore because my arms are abnormally small. Let's see. So he shows back up. So we're just going to make this Global Force Wrestling, not Impact Wrestling. So now Jeff Jarrett, thank you for managing to destroy 2 companies in one foul swoop.
Like the one thing that Hulk Hogan could never accomplish.
I'm looking at the only good thing on commentary is the Pope, which the dude's irrelevant too. I can name 3 wrestlers on the Impact roster I actually enjoy watching wrestling.
What's Cody been up to?
Cody's touring. Brandy won the title. For, actually, that happened
with
over
the knockout
No,
title. Oh.
She won it's called the DDT Pro Iron Metalweight or something like that. Heavy Metalweight Pro Championship because she won it. She ended up. Brandy Rhodes took a thumbtack bump, which actually is hysterical. Look on Twitter for that one. Cody rides on a motorcycle gets auctioned. Cody Rhodes is everything that's right with indie wrestling. Adam Cole, everything right with indie wrestling. Bullet Club, everything right with indie wrestling, and Killer Cult will put them in there because... Who? Well, Killer Cult with Abyss, Dave Christ, Jay Christ, and Abyss, who manages to somehow still be a hardcore monster that isn't a hardcore monster. Doesn't do any of his old bumps. Doesn't take them. Well, he did take thumbtack bumps, but he's just That's a missed opportunity, WWE. They could easily had that guy, you lock down him for any length of time. Now you can literally replace Kane, get him off TV. Oh wait, he does that anyway.
ROH,
Click on the mayor one.
ROH Championship?
Oh, Christopher Daniels. There you
Christopher
go.
Daniels.
So it takes 15 years, wins a title in a company that you can't watch on TV. However, Christopher Daniels, WWE, you missed out on that one because you could have easily sold out every main event show just by having the names Balor, Styles, Daniels, triple threat for any title. I don't care. Bring back the Cruiserweight title for all I care. Oh, wait, you have that. Right. So let's redo that again. Light heavyweight title. We'll go with that one.
Yeah, sure.
That
You're
should make it 3
Bring
years.
back the European Championship while we're at it.
Let's see. So, who else?
No, that's where Zack Sabre Jr. comes in.
Yeah.
TNA with Impact, now you have LAX, the third version of the tag team. None of them I know except for Homicide and Conan. They're back there, your tag champs in Impact. So you have 5 tag teams that all are indies that they brought in. Supposed to bring in 2 members, Dan Math and his tag Monster Mac. They were supposed to come in, they were supposed to be part of the tag team. It didn't work out because they had previous engagements. Homicide's still one of the most underrated guys on the indie scene. He's been doing it for a long time. Deserves the props. Should have been a world heavyweight champion in TNA because he's that good. I'm trying to think, there's nobody else, no titles. Rosemary is stupid. Everything is wrong.
That's the one that was feuding with Brandy, right?
Yeah. Right.
She's basically Daphne.
But you lose Storm. Storm comes back. Storm's going to end up being a focal point because of the loyalty he shows to Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett's always been loyal to those loyal to him. So James Storm's back in the title picture. Right, wrong, or indifferent, he's back in the title picture. James Storm is money for that company. Arguably probably one of the best seasoned wrestlers they have. Great on the mic. Thank God we got away from that stupid wanting to be Bray Wyatt scenario. If you go, TNA is going to be, or Impact Wrestling is going to be a solid 2. You need to do 3 things. And it's the same regurgitated crap that has been going on for years through Impact Wrestling. You bring in guys that are gone. You try to bring them back and make them relevant again. The only guy that you have on that roster that's been consistent for over 7 years, besides James Storm, is Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley's probably the biggest money product they have. Why? Because EC3 comes in later on after that. He's been there for a couple years. He deserves where he's at. The guy has worked harder than anybody. Eli Drake, indie guy, comes in, WWE doesn't work, he leaves, comes in, he does his thing. The gimmick he's got, dummy, is perfect. But you're looking at loyalty amongst the people. And you have eliminated loyalty. You've cut ties with too many of the guys that literally could be guys that can guide the company in the right direction. You have Al Snow. Al Snow is probably one of the smartest guys that's not a producer for WWE. Has 20 plus years in the industry, and you're not letting him call the shots. Dixie's a businesswoman. She's not a wrestling woman. She's not a fan. She's not a wood. She doesn't know how to build that side of the business. It's an entertainment business. You're Panda Energy. Energy is not entertainment. It's just there. But you can build back Impact Wrestling. If you're gonna do it, stop with the cheesy gimmicks, the stupid Borash Matthews stuff. It's funny. It's entertaining. Whatever. But Josh Matthews isn't going anywhere. He's going to end up staying there for how long? You have guys that, like Matt Morgan, leaves, comes back. Now you see, you know, Matt Morgan's getting a title shot in the future. Why? Because you're big guy versus big guy. In all honesty, take a guy from the indie scene. It's already come in there. Somebody who you haven't used much, or somebody who you can build around. You had Saban, which, next to AJ Styles, homegrown talent, that Saban ends up winning the belt. Loses the belt. Injuries. It's a mistake. Things happen. Saban's your money guy. You let him go. You had Alex Shelley, who ROH kills it, comes over, you give him a stupid paparazzi gimmick, then you build him into Motor City Machine Guns. Alex Shelley's a guy that you could have built a company around. James Storm, you build a company around. Bobby Roode, if you paid him, he's still there. But not only that, you got rid of your X division changed, and that's another thing. If Impact wants to go back, they need to actually have the X division be what the X division is supposed to be, and the X division is supposed to be extreme, no limits.
Carry on.
You know the damn man.
We gotta get this.
You need to bring them back.
Come on.
And if Impact wants to rebuild, they also need to bring in indie guys because you can get them for cheaper. You can build characters of your own, not make them homegrown. You can make them guys that the company builds around, moves forward. Jeff Jarrett has indie guys, lost the Bollywood Boys to
Guess WWE.
WWE. The Bollywood Boys are now over there. Take indie guys, make your company build it back around because that's where you started from anyway. Start from the ground, go back up.